abusia for no man this year no nipa 6 no. Omukrofo ni nyina they will sue Ghana government.
Yeah.
They sue Ministry of Employment. They sue Armed Forces. They sue omu nyina for wrongful death.
Aya ye ka.
Me see, se parent bi wo ho, bi o ni sikent obey say nya hwie gya ma na ka. Me say me sponsor and offer some nko court, me tia ho ka fi ayese hunu.
Nya ye ka efia pokua wasa sisu biem Ghana na ekum enkra no.
When a so foreseeable, and that is a classic case abetime sue a first saying Ghana government for wrongful death. This is me see when nyame na ama, enya nyame na age, nyame ma hwe, and nyame nje hwe. Ghana na ekum mrante no. Yan na ekum boys no. Yan na ekum nipa 6 in Ghana, GOG government of Ghana. The people of Ghana, the state of Ghana, the Almighty of Ghana,
yes, all these things happening because of a human honum. Now, at the end of it, you know, I had interesting because I had so ekase. Efia is an epitome of wisdom in our generation. In fact, yentie do okay.
Aban to me betimi akase ofa aboso kan fo, ofa o kan shi fo, for despite no many ade aka ho, ofori sapon no many ade aka se masa, me di mu nyina mu good them. Come up with a plan and you betimi esi factory back every year. And factory ni be successful. Engage them ye ma musika ye farmer politicians bi mo monye, mo ye mu business that am fan for my oh Jesus Christ.
Oh Jesus, they not just say akoni mu ankasa a etwa ne nso no. Efia pokua aka the real vim lady. Gentie ye friend the real vim lady no. Ene obeti na si papa ye because of what say omonsiu eye Ghana eye aban omonsi aban se oye nhwehan emma sa noma wenyina etimi ekoso na say yesiu na that is the best interest because ebasa na asotwe bia esese abane edima de oye de ensase oye no abane sei no yes ebese fata se odibema safo no yebekọ ni yakotie the rest of the video so do subscribe na beka abishako no na chewa dwene so ensema eba no
Asem kesiesi young people omo kopa adwuma ye akohia kwansiewuo. It is not normal. It is not normal. In fact, your man be so and can see you sue Ghana your leaders for wrongful death. This is a needless death. Where you were, Sabio, Bruce, and previous, I am quite a woo. A you were on Yankopon Fro, be asked the ass of one could now, Moka, Yamin Edema, and I am an idea, Yamin Jeshi. O Yankopon Geo will be on Geo be as from heaven. On Geo Bia say and Kwana, on Yankopon Edigu Adam Muno, so may or cratias for no Genadian neck, and then on Yan Adin Ranti Bia or Codinin Qua, Efrinism, where Yamin Edema, and a Yamin Edge. This is a needless death. It is a death. You will see a blame you be. Somebody is responsible for this death. Enipa nya ba akunye mienu nya miensa. Emrantie maba one kintina 16 omawu. Omunya eboni o. Omunko ye robbery. Omunko ba okro no. Omunko kum nipa. Omunko wia obi ade. Omunko di kokonsa. Omunko ye hye ye fa adwuma e na omunko pe bia yo. This question must go to government. And NDC government nkwa. This is idea e wo honom san. E dey na. Mini abema Sadiq Adams erezi issue be very important. Armed forces forms, recruitment forms are a ton of $350. 350 Ghana cedis. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any bloody sense. I mean, I want to open for a year first recruitment. Yeah, pankofo. No, I control asbab. Obia medu 350. Look at the number of people. And the entire maker said, you cannot just blame Abayan or Tia Konyasu say. You cannot just blame armed forces. It is a whole systematic failure. Ghana system Ghana system ya brony beye. Ghana system over the last 8 years or 10 years they be armed forces recruitment. Police recruitment, immigration recruitment, fire service recruitment, and nipa di boom no amoko. Why? Them penny for know the reason why there are no jobs. Simple say adwumani ho joblessness. And to him say adwumani ho. Now him say nipa do beba. Now him say space awo for this number of nipa obefo omo no. It be 1,000. and maybe at 500. You just sell forms for 500. Simple.
Yes, you just sell form for such number. Simple, because munim nipa mo pese mofa. Ain't a ban say and I'm with me yet escalating numbers no. This is where I don't get it. You know, say mo pe nipa 10. And kabia mo double number no to 20 because mo be so no so. More double numbers no to bed there a wall. A bed and embassy. A bed day.
And now the person over the door. Now what me as son so no when your papa na woman for 1,500. Unim say 1,000 pen abefa. But enya bro. Unim say obefa nipa be 100 and not 200. Oh, ton form so am already jobless people. Tio. This same way we can't even talk about it in terms of law. You can't talk about it in terms of security. You can there be this is an issue that you cannot talk about without bringing in passion, emotions, and sentiment, because people have bloody died. People have bloody died. There is no way around this thing. What kind of French more professional and possible? What the hell are you talking about? Professional saying people have died. What is professional about this? Nipa correct. We speak not just about the fact, but we speak about the fact, and we also speak about the emotions, because people have died. Nipa, they don't have to be my relatives for me to be emotional about it, because they didn't have to die. It is a needless death. Your mind be so America, Europe, you sue government, you sue Ministry of Employment, you sue armed forces, you sue severally and jointly for wrongful death. Ebusia for no man this year no nipa 6 no. They will sue Ghana government, police, obi omesu omo no manji empata sika. They deserve empata. Cause omanya boni. Moi na mo say. And you see the lawyer for that kind in terms of say, we atem we are foreseeable or not foreseeable. Say you obi cry on to classroom da. Obi also oni nyansa kura o ya to check akrakra to wonim say. Enye den armed forces recruitment the nipa dodo beba. And therefore was so making a provision for possible stampede. I was so making provision when a so foreseeable, and that is a classic case. I bet you a first saying Ghana government for wrongful death. This is Messi when Yamin Ama and Yamin Aji, Yamin Mahe, and Yamin Jehe, Ghana Yakum Rantiano. Yan Yakum boys, no, Yan Yakum Nipa 6 in Ghana, GOG, government of Ghana, the people of Ghana, the state of Ghana, the Omai of Ghana, Yan Yakum Yadishano. And the reason why I'm not quick to blame just NDC and say over the years in a say Jumani ho. Now you lead the say third world country be a say and idea aban be about betting me solve a problem no one time. No. But any politics near Brona NDC MPP. Modi Ghana over the last 30 years more ya. Way boss me 1D 1F. Or you so now the politics are better home. Way boss me a big push. Way boss me say. It is more about the political advantage of the various political parties that here. And me put one of the blame squarely at the doorstep of President Rawlings. So but I'll blame him.
Yes, so Rawlings under blame because no and Ostatia or Tonton and Kruma factories ni bebre. According to Reverend Lady. So what you say? Ain't Obe flip it on that side. Now what Tennessee?
Me put one of the blame squarely at the doorstep of President Rawlings. So but I'll blame him. And can Kroma factories, young Tontawa, and can them rent your baby. Me cry, I mean, ni be to many kakra. Me ya colano, minim temane wome. Temania ye grow TTL or Valco, super paper goo. Now no men I'm online. I mean who video being chroma time. I should be a year to try the toilet roll and then toilet roll what Ghana 99.99%. You're crying every China bloody na any the free bar. This on my way is sick. You may say you can never talk about Ghana without getting emotional because never do on my area it's needless. But Jimmy Breno Crania was super paper or Ghana. Yeah, toilet roll. And then I see any biaba I know. You got toilet to any China. Namranti who El-wak Stampede my entire say. Maybe ya call in our crime, make me see me biao, but me ya call. at least basic me who does see a recruitment must stampede see because anya your comfort Unilever obenya adwuma na friend liver brothers obenya adwuma liver brothers aye oye obenya scrap bi aye wo ferro fabrics first thermal steel west obenya vaco be kakra anante obenya ATTL obenya GTP and a GTP agun to mana hu organa na GTP for the from branches e wo Cote d'Ivoire na Holland na de ba GTP na come workers be 300 per adwuma na gu because support e was here de manwuma no ade a was here pushing you because na do buy us your 1D 1F and yes existing factories ni kura egu no mama ye revamp anka ya asem na Ghana for na so kan because even under President Kufuor some garment and textiles factories including Akosomo Textiles ATL GTP President Kufuor pushy over the 8 years and when you do na alanche maintain ye no some ko be revive Ghana for na ye sign Ghana de no ya ko China ko to ye wi ati aban make create jobs aban no be create jobs on heaven obe create magic on home enti say anya holistic ne yanka ye ho amom ne yanhwe say look there are issues that we can address. There are issues on mine no e was here to me etche ya ne ka say we de ebe ye na ye yes ye de wada this we are killing our own young people. Nipa 6 we are kata by omakwa kowu for no fault of theirs omunye boni bia they've died. Stampede keke let me show you there's one video now and say same way that's why it is foreseeable any court to be obeka sadie way who sue Ghana government on it you will win foreseeable because over the last 80 they be who's the nipa board on pem call recruitment and the armed forces so Ministry of Employment they cannot claim so many stampede they possible say besi me say just a what ada when you say possible say besi what have video no
it's all my catch up with the move and I think obviously we get the same idea obviously we should be on the opposite we want to just why they make a shot the opposite because waiting obi apra and that's obi aye bibi and that's obi yes some almost my yes so if they help themselves, the people will help them. By your mouth to others, you don't listen. How do they help you? That is the issue we are facing. Okay. So as a media, you can also interact with them. Let them show you the messages. Some of the messages, they were told that they should be here on Friday. They are here today. Today is Wednesday. What is it?
You know, it's sad. I mean, but look at the faces of the young people. These are the faces of unemployment. These are say, oh yeah, what they say you can't unemployment. I say, ma, obi kobo unemployment so na say NDC netia konya so nipa ni MPP ni. Obi kobo unemployment so na MPP netia konya so nipa ni NDC ni. These are Ghanaians. Omi NDC o, omi MPP o. The obeka say, DNO. Obi the facts obi NDC and obi MPP that doesn't change the fact that you Ghanaian and they deserve to be employed. Omonya kwadro asemba ya yesi ye frankofo no they've all showed up. Obi aji 20 Ghana one man also they fruit trotro. Obi aji 10 Ghana they are fruit trotro akodu and wako we. These are the faces of the future generations and we've killed them. Ya said akoku omo ya mantam ya young people akoku omo. You see the entire day where you brone say your politicians NDC MPP they can come together and say that I feel BI a basic factory back on. Yeah, multi-party democracy way from 92 over 30 something years. Inti ka afi BI a factory back on can then Ghana manche but at least and quite a sizable number.
So at this point, this is where I say a vim lady or an epitome of wisdom in our generation because tie kisa obebiemu because it's all about jobless and unti ne ban say ye betima ye day na ya see factory each year ewa Ghana hanum amana ye
Aban to me betimi aka say ofa aboso kan for or for kind ship for despite no money ade aka ho o for support no money ade aka say massa me di mu nyina mu good them come up with a plan na ye betimi esi factory back every year and factory ni be successful engage them ye ma musika ye fa politicians be mo monye mo ye mu business that am fan for my oh Jesus Christ or my wakum ni for you've spilled the blood of your young people na me such a president mama beda I don't think so better. The about time be anyone man in Marco Pedjuma, no muko wua, obetimi ada. And that's why I wish I present Mama di Mika and or the call. That is, it was sad. Under no circumstance again should this ever happen again. But just a way crown, it shouldn't have happened. This is needless. Needless. Needless ebewu because omu compare Juma aye. What would the entire Ghana I'm not hearing be a desert to Sukra Mokofa? Oh, look at the number. Where armed forces pay. Police in my fire service in my immigration my. We need to deal with the unemployment issue. Say Ankayan mom. Na ya NDC ni MPP na Antonchani. Me say, look at now asema ebeka corruption sikanko fo wia egu ombotom. Sikanko fo wia we some small boys we ni ade omugina hoyi. Obi de come akofo obi board yanke ne kotum 18 months. He had the name kotum 18 months because wako wia de. Meanwhile the system is forcing these able-bodied young men. So munkobokro no. Adentina aban enyi asase afran place asante atima gogo yedua no entos ne boode adeni to me fa boys nyina nkogu onom se ke ye fam nyina armed forces ba mu nyina ye de mo kwa kwose 48 engineers regiment mo kodo ye state farms and the Ghana ye kra we are not able to reach 1 million metric tons where President Kufuor Atamos dey do ye no we have not been able to go back to 1 million 1.2 million metric tons. Enti ye cocoa farms say the Cote d'Ivoire for ye bino. Ye border farms, ye toast farms, ye confirm toast be on Burkina. Ya man who between now and the next 4 years, 2028. Na President Mama so take this as a major project. This would your only small boy no twari ye no Burkina Faso no. Young for boys singing this should be the blood of these 6 people no but we no should not be in vain. Although me I say abusia for no must sue Ghana government, but it should not be in vain. Yan first idea when you can say never again. President Mama fancy the boss say, and I'm saying this me can't question kitchen. Why sometimes because of politics until we make some of these policies laughable politics. It shouldn't be laughable. It should never be laughable. E kokon kitchen no enya dey esrio. Ningina ye part of the job creation. Maybe NDC for na who said on the package and marketing here. Na ababe poly this kitten. But we must create jobs. And if a boy is near the omukogu from place, you say abai ye triam kabusumi bia send 1,500 near the mamo 3,000 or 5,000 near the mamo kodo cocoa. In the next 4 years, Ghana will become #1 producer of cocoa in the world. And a Cote d'Ivoire for BTN. Let's do that, President Mama. I challenge you. President Mama. I challenge you. This is something I know you can do it, President. I know you can do it. Baby, I will near President Kufuor EDC yana 1D1 for men to me deliver nina. Or men to me deliver me, but men to me deliver nina. Take it up and say that if we necro, a front place in Sasio, a dear you, 1 million acres, cocoa, 1,000 acres, ye dear body and 1,000 acres, ye dear toast, the entire stretch of a front place from Yeji. Eba besia
Abusia new day, new tragedy. And then
acres, cocoa 1,000 acres, ye dua body and 1,000 acres, ye dua toast the entire stretch of a front place from Yeji. Eba besia, but me see Yeji po white water and so abujina pomu kromu. Fumu susola any a year first saying buipe yakpay any idea even President Mama Chrome bole salaga yo yiri sola tunaka eho nyina baba di besi afram place atante achima gogo adi kosi kwame danso adi besi dambai adi besi krache enkwanta bebi adua bayire yentum rantie ne maba woni nyinangum ye be ma 3,000 Ghana a month and 5,000 Ghana a month mo de mo no mo do koko na ebi do bode na ebi do banche. Ghana will become the net producer of food for West Africa. Your politicians will anyway. I said, "Why make a President Mama onim?" Me, I've worked with President Mama before in Parliament. Onim, He knows this. But political boys now want to be win elections. South Korea never win elections. You have to VAT, you have my influencer journalist, you know, be my you have a microphone, did atem. Me say president to be about good mind. Na don't kasi no go ni abin papa. One day one gabi mo na tutugu na tome nyama. Yenye Japan on e fa 2.5 contracts. Yenye we na sa omo ye ya natural kan na do free akona so. And Nanado good vision. Nanado opposition. Only Nanado kasi papa no. Why your politics are change experience okuta ni say he knows what the people need, what the public need. Only the opposition for so long, and but he knew what he had to do. But even in your for your takra no so person pamono. Nanado himself wanted to sack him, but Copenhagen. Me say omu to me kwa cabinet. Mo ye cabinet pon ya anaga bi mo aba no ma be se mu. Nti cabinet decision na mu dey now ya to agu ye mfa ba kokurase for that make it stay there. Enti President Mama, I challenge you. Don't listen to boys no more hono. Boys may try and watch any yodium for no. Their name is not on the ballot, but their name is not in any history books. Oh, President Mama, ona udin also. Yewena Judin. Remember, President Mama, look at the faces of these young people. The faces of these young people, politicians be away to me, all power. So solving Ghana joblessness, Ghana unemployment. Now one solving the blood and the faces of these young people will haunt you forever in your dreams. In fact, it will haunt your children and haunt your grandchildren. So what to me so betting as a sank of for life? What to me so betting me the boa a sefata no way improving for life now so one ye. These are people's children. Omako 6 eko. Omo mugu hospital their life may not be because nipa 6 so egu a friend say a ventilator so ICU. Imagine. Oh, compare to my no compare ICU intensive care unit. ICU oh compare to my Jesus Christ. Now I said Dubai will be compared to my Obeka ICU. Singapore will be compared to my Obeka ICU. Malaysia will be compared to my Obe Prakoda ICU. We must end this UNPP way and this will be their politics. And this UNPP must come together near fair 19 from say never again. No politics near about joblessness, the unemployment. You can't humum. But President Mama say or say why 1D 1F no and a priority patro President Mama fire priority. They doesn't make sense. So by kukon kitten your priority. I may praise you say and kukon kitten the concept behind it no the cooperative the individualized first a micro poultry farming no as a group amalgamation no aggregate na kambo ma be boa Ghana man. Ye nyina ye nkola na ye maame no ye nkukọ ofie. Enti na do Christmas afena enkofo kohwe nkukọ akoto no efie wani ache baako otukosu e wani eno ani edi. That is the concept. And you're bad. You just yesterday. But President Mama, it will not make sense so but you abandon a friend saying 1D 1F. President Mama, me say I'm challenging you.
She actually challenged His Excellency the President of Ghana. Uncle Fat Day Nana Adu D. Oh yeah, one tima yen no fan ye juma no ye. One district, one factory.
If you want to leave a legacy, say the Wawaka say you want to leave a legacy. Patch of 1D 1F no. Start pushing. Project emu bia ujiri say MPP for na politics enye viable na Ghana for sika na ye so. Fakakraka ho. Ye chokwan ye be create jobs. Say one of those factories ni nyina po efa 100, 200, 100, 250, 50 boys here omu nyina benya adwuma ye omu nkowu. Omu nyina benya adwuma kakra ye. Afa we are now the one year first and kokon ketenkete na beka ho. Sa gold board sika na mo gina. Because a party boy sasande who omudie no. Yeah, first a gold board is can be creating these jobs. Crashing our boys na pay juma ye na fa bi nko. Seriously. And a gold board na they almost say assassinated that identity. Oh, we must as well make money out of it. Yes, but use that to create jobs. O man ye abro ye penen ko ade na edi ye nwene o man that no. And nkola ni wu no. They are dying. We have blood on our hands. We have blood on our hands. These young people know their blood is crying for us. And ebe suwa kogu nyankopon so say ne man kola nkete onso da yeso ba before mo makwako ya kwako for mo. Enu nti na mpini asem o kan of parliament go for adwa no mpini se nyame na de ama nyame na si omungu. Meaning say MP no kind in the context of Islam because in kremosu meme wa vanum nyina ye kremofo. Ewo yomo ya something kremo. Ewo apeja kwa abrefo asantin kremo pa intimating kremosu ma say omo an kremofo giri say de besie bia onyankopon na ye. In fact, to some extent to Christopher giri say because if you look at the Bible, Christopher bebre quote the Bible they say de besie bia in fact da manyankopon. But owo bi say de nim say accidental because Bible no so ma yeti ase wo Ecclesiastes say emre ni nkrabia eto obia we emre ni nkrabia na ato boys no enye omuwo. But ma me na sem na no kan parliament he was saying it in the context of say oye nkremoni to ndi ogiri say Allah na ama ho kwan na asi enti me afa nko but you see the timing is wrong. Owo ba sheshe a yemfa yenyina nkra ni mu ntete nkra ni nko justify owo no eno ti na ama ma me ne ho aye hi no. Owo ba sheshe oba tan enkenkasa femi enti ni si onwie meni na wotwenwie ansa na wa be kan bibi sa enti ma me na sam na kan she's not saying it out of context, she's saying it in context of inkremosum de ejidi ni se obi wu a na ye ala na ama ho kwan wa ama ho kwan ya unwuda enti owo nya be mu pe na chese ala na ama ho kwan but e too fresh for her to comment. I mean from parliament enti de ono kata kan.
I want us to all take solace in the Almighty Allah. There is nothing that happens that doesn't happen at the right time. This is what the Almighty Allah has ordained for them. Today is their day. No matter how, no matter what, no matter who was there, as what, even if we brought all the presidents of the world to sit there as ministers or whatsoever, once today is ordained for them to die, they will. And this is what has happened. Unless you don't believe in the oneness of God, unless you don't believe in the oneness of the Almighty Allah, it is not anybody who wanted them to die. There is no single officer there who wanted even one single soul to pass.
It was a utie mame na tema a context or can in terms of incremosum. It's in one in the other MPs. Oh, the timing was wrong. But on one sum na all children say a ban incremosum dia obiewu one on one time when yanko shaman. What I say, enti enya se oka say emrantie we in particular but the context no say time na emrantie na wu sheshe in this unfortunate way no or the album no eno na ye asem no but look me say yempo owo we it will hand all of us, it will hand all of us yemrantie bi ani ho omo ewo so omu because adwuma ni ho
exactly emrantie bi ani ho na esese wo because of job eya ni we of course how obi negligence nti ena akofa we yi na aba unim se nipa dodo se na eba esese wo ye ntotoye esese wo fa eye de esese wo di tuye before they come there. You don't sit ideally, you don't sit unconcerned, you don't sit just like that for a man for ember just to come to lose their life. Sa El-wak stadium kitwa bino muntimi fa sa eye nipa dodo we enkogu ho mon fa security measures mon hwe dampari the oye recruitment oye a true simple way ba no they had places to sit down. Yes, more be there truka just like that. Now to conclude on this now, the gentleman no osi obe sponsor no.
Me say parent bi wo ho bi o ni sikent obe say nya hwie ja manaka. Me say me sponsor on fasem ne kokot me tia ho ka fia ayese hunu.
Video no ya yetenten. I will bring forth a part 2 for Samano the way osi handle it in his speech. Osi e fa ne number e tuja. Say eye vim lady. Onfa na any family member ebe pen mwa biano. Obe sponsor mu free. They should take Ghana government to court. All right. All right. I was for say His Excellency obe certain legacy it start from this one. Ontimi certain legacy so it starts from here. It is what it is. Ewa highway this so. Chawadjine ewa comment section. So now, who say a high GX celebrity so anyway. Subscribe and never come to Kono Emerson for Zazie aka you be the head. May I say, Pia.